The VO Meter, measuring your voiceover progress. Whether you're a veteran voice actor, just starting out, or don't even know how to set a level, we're here to help you avoid the pitfalls along your voiceover path to success. The VO Meter is brought to you by Voice Actor Websites, Studio Bricks, Global Voice Acting Academy, JMC Demos, and Sennheiser. The VO Meter is produced in part using Source Connect, made by source-elements.com. And now, your hosts, Paul Stefano and Sean Daly.
Hi, everybody. Our guest today is our lovely and talented friend of the podcast, Val Kelly. Val is a bilingual French-English voice actress whose specialty is in voicing characters for cartoons, talking toys, apps, video games, children's e-learning, radio and TV commercials, and short films. In addition to being a voice actress, Val is the owner/president/CEO/executive producer of Mid-Atlantic Voiceover LLC, which strives to offer unique, interactive, educational, and networking opportunities for voice actors online and in person in the Mid-Atlantic region and beyond. She's also the executive producer for the Mid-Atlantic Voiceover Time to Grow online VO conference coming up November 12th through 14th, and that's what she's here to talk about today. How are you doing, Val?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much. How are you guys?
Doing all right. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
So tell us, Val, we were part of the conference last year and proud to be so. What have you been up to since last year's Mini MAVO?
Well, a lot. So we decided after Mini MAVO was such a success last year to do another conference this year and keep it online just for another year, just because of all of the challenges with COVID and things like that. And when I had to make the decision as to whether I should be in person or online, I just felt like it was safer for 2021 to keep it online. And so I've just been really busy trying to organize it and get an international lineup of guest speakers for this year, because I thought it would be really, really great to have the opportunity to bring in people that I might not be able to bring in person because the costs just get so expensive with flying everyone in. So I'm really excited. I've been super busy.
Well, speaking of that lineup, you've got an incredible cast of actors, agents, and other just industry professionals. Who are you most excited about for this year's conference?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to pick like one person just because I'm so excited about all of them, but it's really exciting to have Jennifer Hale as our keynote speaker because she was named the most prolific video game voice actor by Guinness World Records, and she's the co-founder of a company called Skills Hub, which offers coaching for actors and voice actors. And so it's really exciting to have someone who's so involved and so successful, but also so willing to give back to the voiceover community. And she's just, she's kind of epic. It's really cool, all the video games and things like that she's been in. So I'm very excited to hear her keynote address with our theme of Time to Grow. She's kind of going to be focusing on that after the last couple of years that everyone has had. We all need a lot of inspiration, and I think she's the perfect person to offer that.
Yeah, I imagine,
Definitely.
and as you know, it's kind of like trying to pick your favorite kid. You can't really do that, right? You have to say everybody because you love everybody and you're so excited about all the great speakers you have coming, right?
Absolutely. There's so many great ones. I mean, we have, Jamie Chambers, who is British, and he is going to give a session on accents and dialects for his breakout session. And I'm so excited about that because he is really, really just such a top-notch actor. He does a lot of on-screen as well as voiceover, and he does a lot of martial arts, and he's done a lot of video games and just things that I'm really interested in. I know our attendees will be really interested in learning about accents and dialects because we really haven't offered a class like that before at our conference. So I think that's one that I'm super, super excited about, as well as Diane Perry, because she just wrote a book and she's going to be covering the topic of narration and kind of working things out from the inside out and kind of, getting out of your head and getting in the moment and figuring out where your issues lie in voiceover and how to get rid of those issues and just really be able to move forward and conquer those obstacles to improve your career. So those are just two that I'm really, really excited about.
Well, so is everybody who's going to be in attendance, I'm sure. So I'm sure there's some challenges that you faced in converting to an online conference last year. And doing it again this year. What lessons have you learned, and how do you think it'll be different this year?
I mean, actually, last year went almost seamlessly because I was able to go on your recommendation, Paul, of using Zephin for his live stream services. And so that really, using his studio really just made that such a seamless process. So we had only really 100% positive feedback last year. But there have been challenges. The challenges have just been the business side of it, the promotion and the marketing. And, it's a lot of people have been kind of skeptical about doing another online conference instead of in person. And just, I really, when I hired everyone this year, all the amazing people that we have, I said, listen, people are zoomed out. So it's going to take a little more to convince people to come, no matter who you are, how great you are. Your sessions have to be interactive and performance-based. And that was the, clear message I put out to all the guest speakers, because I really want people to come in and feel like they're not just sitting on Zoom for 3 days. They're getting amazing content and amazing value from these top-notch coaches that they might not ever get to train with in real life, like in person. And when I go to a conference as a voice actor, I know that I want to go in and learn new skills and practice skills that I already have and improve them and be able to get immediate feedback from people. And that's exactly what I have planned for this year. So we did a lot of that last year in 2020. The sessions were real interactive. We left the chat room open so people felt like they always had a chance to network throughout the whole event. And that's our plan for this year as well. I want to mention here too, because we have some really, really special sessions this year. And one of them is with our platinum sponsor, JMC Demos. J. Michael Collins is offering a class with a CESD talent agent, Pat Brady, and they're going to be doing a demo review. So people have the opportunity to send their demos in, from beginners to professionals, and they'll choose 10 to give a live demo review. And I think that just that session alone is just worth so much, because getting the feedback from J. Michael, as well as, Pat Brady from one of the top talent agencies in the world, I mean, that's outstanding. So yeah, I think, just like I said, the marketing part of it is always kind of challenging, but I've really just been trying to push through and stay positive and really just offer a lot more other events. Like we offer for MAVO now, we offer once a month a free voiceover networking chat, so that people know that it's not just about the conference, it's about building our network constantly throughout the year, and kind of me giving back to the community, as well as obviously planning and running the conference.
Well, that's great. I think you've done a great job of keeping the relationships going. I know that you just attended Uncle Roy's barbecue, which unfortunately I was not able to attend, but there were people there that had met for the first time after interfacing for a whole year. After meeting, I think it was at MAVO. I can't say for sure, but they definitely met at an online conference. And I know at least half of them were at MAVO. And now they have this actual full fleshed out relationship that they were able to, I don't want to say consummate because that sounds weird, but I said it. So to consummate at Uncle Roy's barbecue in real life. And you really can create those relationships in an online environment, I think.
Yeah, it was such a great event. The barbecue was fantastic. I mean, Uncle Roy always puts on such a great event. And it was so fun to be able to meet people that I had so many people go, oh, Val Kelly, like I know you from online and I've never met you in person. And that was such a cool feeling to just be able to, like you said, just have that real in life, in person interaction with people. And he had such a great turnout, and he always just puts on such a great event, and it was a lot of fun. We missed you this year. It was definitely not the same without you, but hopefully next year you'll be able to come to that.
Well, my hernia surgery is tomorrow. As the listeners know, I've been suffering through a hernia, which I'm finally getting fixed tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be better by next year.
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
goodness.
yes. Yeah,
ahead,
Sean,
Sean.
what were you saying?
Oh, I was saying, isn't that how we met in person? Was at Roy's barbecue, 2015, 2016, right before MAVO that year?
I think so. Yeah, it was. I've met so many people there. I've made so many connections. I remember those first couple times that I went to his, to his house for that event, and he was introducing me to so many people, and people were like, oh, and you form these relationships with people, and it's like, even though a lot of the people that I know I hardly ever see in person, it doesn't matter because you just have that connection. Like we do our MAVO happy hours every month. Most of the time they're online now just because we don't want to exclude people who aren't local. And so we still do in-person ones sometimes, but just having that network of people, it's like if you go to an event like Uncle Roy's Barbecue and you don't know a lot of people, and I don't know about you guys, but I find myself being kind of shy when I'm in a setting like that, just because it's like, oh, there's so many people and I don't know, like I would go in and be like, I don't know any of these people, because you know them online, but you might not know their actual faces, And so I felt like this year especially, I was like, I'm kind of shy to just like go up and talk to people. And so I would kind of always kind of gear back to the usual people like Brad Highland and the people that I know already from my little network of people from MAVO. And then they would pull other people in and be like, oh, have you met Val Kelly? And so it was cool. They just kind of helped me out because I'm kind of shy when it comes to stuff like that. When it's an in-person of my own event, I can't be shy. I have no choice. But when it's someone else's event, I'm like, oh, I don't know a lot of people here. So it was kind of funny.
Totally understand. Definitely more of an introverted actor myself. So it's nice to have wing people.
Yeah.
Well, Val, I am super excited for MAVO. I mean, you had me at Jennifer Hale. Like, I grew up watching her various cartoons from Johnny Quest and Spider-Man and Powerpuff Girls and Diablo 3. Super excited about that. And just the demo review session, Rob Siglampaglia's taking a VO project from start to finish. It's a really unique, really beneficial lineup, and I think people have every reason to be excited. So, if people want to find out more about it and register, how can they do that?
So they can visit our website at midatlanticvo.com, and all of the information is there, and you just have to click on one of the ads. Pretty much any ad on the page will bring you right to our Eventbrite page. And I do just want to mention that a general admission ticket gets you entrance to the general sessions, all the panels, and the social events. But the breakout sessions are add-ons, so they do have like a small supplementary fee. So you just have to scroll down to see the breakout sessions, but it's totally worth it. They're going to be all so amazing and interactive, and I know it's going to be one of our best events so far. So I want to offer a discount code for your listeners for the voiceover meter. I would love to offer $25 off of general admission to MAVO 2021. And all they have to do is enter the code VOmeter25 at checkout on Eventbrite. It's kind of at the bottom of the page, so just kind of look for where you enter a promo code, and they'll get $25 off of their general admission. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Val. We appreciate it. And listeners, go sign up right now.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the VO Meter. To follow along, visit us at www.vometer.com.
We'd also love to hear your comments or suggestions for the show. Or if you have a questionable gear purchase, tell us all about it on our Facebook page or on Twitter at the VO Meter.